Yo, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video on the channel. Today's video is going to be a really exciting one. So yes, we did recently just qualify literally a few hours ago as I'm recording this. We not long finished our games against AA for the win. So we did face off against Qlash in the quarterfinals and AA for the win in the semi-finals. So AA for the win, if you guys didn't know already, did have Serene on the team and Mr. Fish and D2 Rav. So three really good players, and they reached semi-finals for the first time as well. So a really exciting game as well. But yeah, going to be showing the Qlash games first in the quarterfinals. Some really good games. We did play it really well. So big shout outs to my teammates Tom and Semantic, and definitely a big shout out to Kana, our coach. Definitely the best coach inside of Brawl Stars right now. He does so much work for us. So yeah, let's jump into the first games. So the bans for the quarterfinals were Jackie and Ems. These were like perfect bans because we practiced with Ems and Jackie in literally every single scrim we played. So yeah, let's jump into the Qlash games. Okay guys, jumping into the first game here. So it's going to be pit stop heist, a best of 3 on every single game mode, and then a best of 5 overall. So we've opted for Daryl, BB, Barley. This is such a strong comp on this map. Sometimes you can replace a Barley with like a Max, or maybe even go like triple tank. So the meta has completely changed on this map. Bull used to be really good, Rico used to be really good, Max used to be really good, but it's kind of going into the BB meta. So BB's really good on this map especially. Barley's always good on this map just for control, and Barley counters their Nita, so we basically knew they were going to go Nita. They like a lot of Nita, so Barley definitely counters this Nita. So I get a good offense there. Probably should have killed Munez. I was really unlucky. I would have got a lot more damage on the safe there. Tom's doing a good job against Chaos there, getting the kill. So the main way we want to be playing this game is I need to be sneaking past this Nita and enemy team, trying to get as much damage as possible. And then Tom just kind of roams around. He wants to get a lot of damage on the safe with his bubble. And then Barley, you definitely don't want to be on defense. You want him to be on your attacks as well. So it's kind of a mix between defense and attack. Okay, sorry, my Wi-Fi just completely cut out there. So going back into these games, so at the moment we've got a really good advantage. I've got quite a bit of damage on the safe, and so is Semantic. So in this situation, we can just leave Nita. Unfortunately, Nita did just eclipse Semantic there. But Nita's going to be at low as well. Nita's not getting any joy whatsoever. So we're doing a really good job of just ignoring the Nita basically. So you want the BB and the Daryl definitely on that Nita. You definitely don't want Daryl to go outside. So at the moment we've got a big lead. I've died again, so Tom keeping a good position. In this moment they've got a Nita there on defense, but she hasn't got Bear, so I'm just going to go down the right hand side and just completely ignore her, but then actually go backwards. I think that was a bit of a dumb play on my part. I should have just definitely rolled over to the right. I remember that situation quite clearly. So they have Bear, they have BB, but they're really low. Samantha does a good job taking Guille out there, so they only have 20 seconds left to get like 30% damage on the safe. And at the moment I'm just going fully aggro. I know I can just get some chip damage down. So with a 50% lead, nearly 12 seconds left, Semantic getting a super on the safe. It's nearly impossible for these guys to come back here as long as they get this Nita Bear down. But they actually get another Nita Bear. I'll do a good job of getting them down there. So only Nita on the safe. They can't get it there. So a really clean win from us. Just constantly pressuring them just so they can't attack us. Let's jump into the next game. Okay guys, jumping into the next game. So it's the same comp for both teams here. So we know we play that really well, and we've definitely got the favourable matchup. Nita does counter BB and Daryl in a way, but we know if we play this one right, we're going to be winning. So I thought I could just sneak through there a bit. Miscalculated from being a bit reckless. I probably should have just waited till my super and probably tried to make the play. But at the moment we're still in a good position. I'm just going to try and keep up the aggression. Tom's doing a good job against Chaos there. Well, it's just back and forth really, the BB versus BB. And at the moment I'm kind of struggling to find a gap. I don't know whether to go in against Guille there. I do go down again. So at the moment playing a bit recklessly here. I think definitely the nerves in the first few games did play a big part. But at the moment there's still nothing really going on. It's nearly a minute gone into the game and literally no damage done on the safes. So at the moment just trying to get one of them down and then dying again. So at the moment they're completely dominating us, but we still haven't got much damage on the safe. They're doing a really good job of playing passively, so I'm going to try and bait this Nita Bear out and try and roll past it. So Chaos Muniz does throw a good bear, but then Chaos knocks me back into it. So really well played there. Then Tom takes him down. So at the moment, only down by 17%, even though we've literally not attacked that entire game. I messed up my roll again, definitely not playing well at this game. Semantic goes down, that's the first time he's gone down this game, so he's definitely holding his own, Semantic. And then at the moment, I thought I could have sneaked by there, and then BB comes back. Tom getting a really important kill on Guille there, and then Chaos doing the same to me, keeping me back. But I'm going to roll and just leave BB there. BB on a safe is going to do a little bit of damage, but just nothing in comparison to 3 people on the safe. So I'm going to be trying to ignore him here. At the moment, in a really bad situation. That's a good kill from Chaos. I didn't realise it was one shot from Bubble, as I would have just rolled past him. So at the moment, not really playing the best. They've got more control here. I'll just keep going down. But it's still not without of our reach. Only 20% down. I've already sneaked up into the base again. So just keeping this pressure, that's all this comp's about. You've got a BB and a Daryl just constantly pressing them. So I get a decent roll onto the safe there, dealing 10%. Not the most. I probably should have just stayed alive and waited for our teammates to push up. So a little bit reckless again on my part. Definitely didn't play the best this game. But Semantic going on the safe here. And then I have roll, and I don't know what I was doing there. I definitely shouldn't have just gone up. I should have probably defended the Guille and Barley, and we probably would have won that one if I would have managed to kill him. So really, that loss was definitely on my fault, playing really bad next game. But let's jump into the next one. Okay, so moving on to the final game of this set. So currently it's 1-1, a really close match between 2 really good teams, if I don't say so myself, obviously. But Qlash are a really, really good team. One of the best teams in the game by far. Definitely at top 4. So really, really good team. Obviously, everyone knows that. But it's going to be a really hardly fought contest. So we did discuss this in VC beforehand. So we definitely wanted the Daryl on the BB, just because Tom will be having a much joy against the Barley and the Nita. So at the moment, 5% on their safe. We are leading here, so we're in a decent position. So at the moment, I've got roll again. I don't know if I actually roll up here, but we're in a good position nonetheless. Chaos actually gets me down. So Chaos is playing a really good BB at the moment. Completely dominating me, to be fair, in these last 2 games. But then it's just BB on the safe, and I'm not going to defend it. I'm just going to run up. So BB's not going to do too much. I remember calling this out. She was running up, but Tom's doing a really good job of just running by them. BB's all the way back on defense, which personally I probably would have just either just completely just came back and maybe killed Semantic or something, or just stayed on attack. But her coming back maybe just cost them the game, because they just lost all pressure and we just absolutely melted that safe there. 6%. So at the moment, I'm just constantly going to go aggro. They have to defend us. They can't leave us whatsoever. So literally like 1 BB bubble, a few Barley shots, and we're going to be winning this game. So definitely going to be having to keep up the pressure. Semantic just missed a super there, if you guys didn't see already. So just missing that super on the save. 6%. They literally have to kill us continuously over and over again. So I'm just going to try and get some kills, trying to evade all the damage. Chaos gets a bubble on me. But then Tom just has to distract and get the Barley on the safe. But that's 3 Barley shots on the safe. Tom would have finished it regardless. So a really well played game from us. Completely dominating in that one. Let's jump into the next set. Okay guys, so jumping into the next set. So it's going to be Stone for Gem Grab. So we actually didn't play a lot of Mr. P, but we know that Mr. P does counter the Tara, and we did realise literally on the warm-ups just before the games that Mr. P is really good on this map. And we didn't really want to bring out the Gene just in case they bring out Mr. P. So at the moment, Pam going to be a really good counter to Tara on that lane. And then Mr. P against their Pam is going to be fairly decent. But at the moment, Bo going in mid. So I've chose the stun star power. I don't really need the vision on this map. I don't know what they've gone. I think they've gone stun as well. So Chaos is getting me low, but I remember calling out Semantic to use his gadget to heal me. So at the moment, in a really good position. We've got complete mid control here. And I'm really close to my second set of mines, I believe, after I get this stun. So Guille just getting tripped over by the mines. So I've got my bow mines again, placing it on that Pam turret so it breaks up the map. But at the moment, the main reason why we're winning this is because Mr. P is really good at scouting the grass. So his little porters just basically reveal where the enemy is at all times. And unless you're constantly taking out the porters, you're always going to have position of the enemy. So Tom doing a good job to force Chaos into their mines. So at the moment we're going to get the countdown. We've got complete control of the mid the entire game. Semantic doing a really good job of keeping them all back. Tom with a clutch kill on Guille with super. So that was just complete dominance from us, really, just completely outcomping them in that game. Tora's not going to really stand a chance against Mr. P in my opinion. But yeah, let's jump into the next game. Okay guys, jumping into the next game. So we knew that this was probably the best comp. We normally sometimes bring out Poco, a double tank, but just because of Guille liking Tora a lot, and Bo does kind of counter the double tank Poco, we decided just to go for this comp. We knew they were going to mirror compers anyway, but we were just really confident, and going into this game we didn't really have any worries whatsoever. So Bo on the left isn't the best whatsoever. The pattern for Bo, you definitely want to go Bo on the right hand side, but Chaos completely outplaying me there, so props to Chaos there. He did actually wreck me on that lane. Then Tom's just completely wrecking Gia on this lane, so well played from Tom just watching this one back. He actually just go down there, so really unfortunate as I was talking about that. But Gear's going to be really low, Semantic's going to be pressuring him back. So when Tom comes up, Gear's going to be one shot, so Gear definitely needed to heal up there. And now at the moment it's just a battle for control. When it's a mirror comp, especially like this, it's just a constant back and forth trying to get that control. So at the moment I need to get my bow mines to destroy that left hand lane, and then as soon as we do that, me and Semantic can just gain control. So at the moment still really no issues. It's 6-5, and now I can push up here. So Semantic going to be pushing the aggro as well. We probably placed a 2 aggro turret that goes down really quick. I remember for him to place it back, calling to place it further back. But at the moment it's 6-6, 7-6 to them. Tom getting a clutch kill on Guille there, and now I'm going to be sneaking through this grass to kill Chaos here. So yeah, I remember getting the shots on him here. I think I do get him down. Yeah, I do get him down, so that's really clutch. Tom getting a clutch kill on Pam, and at the minute it's a bit chaotic, just mines everywhere. Mr. P turrets just absolutely everywhere, Pam turrets everywhere, so it's just absolute chaos. You don't actually see a lot of these comps on Stonefort, but it's just absolutely chaos at the moment. So Semantic going to be picking up their mines. I remember Semantic going down here, playing a bit too aggressively, but I got the gems anyway. So at the moment completely out of breath here, just absolutely crazy. So the thing is, they can actually get countdown still, I believe. Actually, no, they couldn't at all. The other wave could get countdown if they killed me or Tom. And then Tom goes down to them bone mines. But at the moment, literally all of them are low. So once my teammates spawn up, we can push up for sure. So it's going to be them on the countdown. All we need to do is kill one of them. Gear is going to be really low, and he's just not healing up. Munez is going to be really low as well. Chaos is going to be really low. So literally all of them are low here. We're in a perfect position. All of them are still shooting instead of healing up. And now we've got them pressured back into the corner. So really good pinch from us to get them all down. And then in this moment, there's just literally no way we're going to come back here. So really well played from us to bring it back. It was a 1v3 and it was in their favour as well. They had complete control at the end, but we do a really good job of turning it around and bringing up the victory. So it's going to be a 2-0 open sets. Completely dominant from us at the moment. Let's jump into the next set. Okay then guys, so jumping into the next set, so it's going to be some assembly required, I think it is. I completely forgot to get name of this map here. So I think we noted about Qlash, they love to go Mr. P here for whatever reason. I've literally no idea why they play Mr. P, because literally every other team we face in scrims, there's no Mr. P on this map. Mr. P is awful on this map in my opinion. Probably to counter the Gene maybe, but we don't play Gene here. Body's going to definitely be at number 1, and then we know that they like Rosa, so Primo to counter the Rosa. We could have gone with Frank maybe, but BB definitely has a better time against Frank, so Primo's going to be countering BB and Rosa. So Primo can be picked in these situations just because he literally counters all tanks, but we've got complete control here. I don't really play it the most Barley, but it's going to be pretty simple against Mr. P, just constantly keeping him back. Tom's doing a good job on his lane. Semantic's just easily win his lane because it's only Rosa. So at the moment we're just completely dominating. We're just giving up no control whatsoever. Semantic doing a really good job of throwing the Rosa out of there with her super. So Rosa, without wasting that Rosa super, is going to be really crucial in killing her. So at the moment just completely dominating. They've only picked up 1 bolt this entire time. And then I believe they do pick up another, actually no, they don't actually pick up another bolt, so they've only got 1 bolt. We've got 3 bolts for next round, so at the moment in literally the best position possible. So as long as we keep control here, it should be really easy. So we're literally in a perfect situation, as I mentioned before. We've got the Primo and BB in position, Barley in position. They've only got 1 bolt. We're up by 2 bolts, and then Gia is going to be a low as well there. So in a really good position here. So Semantic's going to, I think, just die here. So that's really, really close. And then Tom goes down there. So really unfortunate there, both really close. And then I could have maybe killed Chaos there. I would have got 2 bolts. I don't know if that's going to impact the game at the end. I will see, because I've not watched his back. I think that might have cost us me dying as well, because I would have got 2 bolts there. Yeah, it might have just cost us because we might have got control back. But anyway, we all go down. We completely lose position, even after dominating the entire time, which is really, really frustrating. We completely outcomped them as well. But unfortunately, we did choke that at the end. So we do manage to win that. I don't know how they managed to win that without sounding salty. We just completely choked it on our end, all 3 of us dying. So they win the first game of that set. Let's jump into the next one. Okay guys, jumping into the next game of the set. So currently they are 1-0 up in this set, but we are 2-0 up overall. So really, really good start from us. We completely dominated the last game of Siege, but us choking at the end really cost us. So the way to play Siege, especially with Barley in the comp, you want to be getting that last Siege bot, and then keeping just control for as long as possible. So we have got the first bot, so that is really, really good. They have switched out Mr. P for Barley. I think they realised that Mr. P is literally useless on this map. So it's a good job they did switch out Barley, but then we still kept the Primo against the Rosa and the BB, so there's not really much they can do. I don't really recommend playing Rosa. I don't think Rosa's the best on this map, just because other tanks counter, and then Jean and Daryl combined a really hard counter of Rosa, so does Frank. So I don't really like playing Rosa. I don't know why they play Rosa, to be honest. But Tom going absolutely ham. Only just dies by Chaos there. So Semantic doing a really good job of collecting the bolts. I just managed to go down there. I realised that was the thing that kept happening too much. BB kept pinching me. But at the moment, we decided to we literally gave them that round there. We didn't really want to get that bot, just because we know we want the last bot. But anyway, it's going to be 4-2 going into the next stage. Tom gets a really good early death there. Semantic going in absolute ham. I'm going to be just aiming for the people at the back, because they're really low, they can't go in. So Tom doing a good knockback on Trevor. They can't go in now because Chaos was low, and Guille gets caught out by Tom's bubble. So now we're in a really good position here. Semantic doing a really, really good gadget, getting Trevor into that Ike, which was really, really clutch, to be honest. A bit more clutch than I realised. So Giga's going to be pushing it up here. I remember being slowed and then just absolute chaos. I just survived by 200 HP. But we have got the last siege bot here. We only need to do about, I think it's like 18% damage. I can't do my math off the top of my head. I think it's, yeah, 18%. I believe is what we have. Semantic throwing Trevor into the Ike. Trevor's going to get a decent amount of damage, to be honest. But the only thing is, Barley on the safe. If they don't kill me, I'm just going to absolutely melt the Ike. So there's nothing they're going to be able to do in this situation. I'm going to throw the super, and we're just going to absolutely go to town on the Ike, destroying that. So another really, really good and flawless performance from us, to be honest. Let's jump into the next one. Okay guys, jumping into the last game of this set. So it's currently 1-1 in this set, 2-0 up overall in sets. So if we win this one, we win the entire match. So it's match point for us at the moment. And then at the moment, so I do, oh no, Semantic goes down, sorry. So we switched out the Primo for the Daryl because we just thought there was no way they were going to keep Rosa for some reason. But for whatever reason, they really liked Rosa. I don't think they were very inventive with the comps. That's one thing we know for sure. I don't think they practiced as much as they could have. So we definitely had a lot of good comps on our mind. But one thing we just never faced in scrims was the Rosa. But Daryl's not going to be good against Rosa at all. We should have definitely kept the Primo. But the only thing about Primo is really risky to bring him out unless you definitely know they're going to be playing it. We just didn't think they were going to play the Rosa for 3 games in a row because it literally did nothing for 2 of the games. So at the moment, they're just completely dominating this one. We wanted to throw this round. We definitely wanted them to get the second bot, but we just didn't want it to be this powerful. So at the moment, Tom's just trying to get Guille down. Rosa's just completely winning my lane. There's not really too much I can do. I managed to get him down there. Then I believe I do roll on Guille and kill him here. So yeah, so I get a nice double kill. So completely dwindling down their attack. So really good defense from us already. I need to go down really early. So we both go down, but Rose is just going to run in there. She's got super, but they run back and get control there. So at the moment, we need to win this round. We're only down by 4, but Rose are in them bushes with super. It's going to be really hard for me to win it. I don't know, in many situations I could have done it better. So I tried to get this bot here. I definitely rolled out a second too sooner, or literally a fraction. Tom goes down, and then Smantic goes down. So we've lost this game here. Chaos is spinning for whatever reason. I don't know why he's spinning, but we do lose this one. So I think definitely the thing that cost us is going Daryl instead of Primo. We just didn't think that, as I said before, that we were going to play Rosa again. But here I'm trying to roll in, get some damage on the save. But it's basically GG's at this point. We definitely should have won this set easily, but we completely threw the first game. But yeah, so if we do manage to get a set there, that's completely our fault, really, playing it really bad. But let's jump into the next one. Okay guys, so Brawl Super Stadium. So we practice a lot with this comp that we're showing it right here. It counters so many different control comps. We knew they were going to go Nita and BB. We didn't know they'll bring out Mr. P. So surprisingly, Mr. P actually worked out really good against us. Mr. P just doesn't have the DPS to deal with a double tank Poco. But at the moment, they're just cycling at Mr. P turrets. We definitely give them a lot of value. And that's a really good placement of Mr. P's turret. So at the moment, you're going to be seeing me struggling to sneak. So the reason why Roses are so good, you can place them gadgets around everywhere. The enemies just don't know where Rosa is all the time, so they're going to be wasting a lot of ammo, then Rosa can sneak up. But in this case, Mr. P can scout the grass, so definitely countering us in this situation. Then you've got Nita's bear as well. So at the moment, our job, we know there's a turret there, it's going to be really, really hard. So kind of the thing we're waiting for is maybe like overtime, and we will definitely be getting them down there. But it's just kind of cycling deaths, just constantly going to aggro, trying to build our supers up and make a play. But just cycling deaths are not going to be able to find a way through us if we just keep going up one at a time, really. So at the moment, they've still got that Mr. P turret just absolutely going to work on us, to be honest, just sitting in that corner. I'm going to go aggro. I want to destroy this turret here. So I destroy it, then we're just going to place another one anyway. So at the moment, I'm a bit trapped. There's not really much I can do when they're all just stacking that lane, but that's a really good bubble from Semantic. And then nearly catching Nita there. So at the moment, I know I'm close to super. I did auto-aim a little bit too much there, but I do manage to get Gear down there nonetheless. And Semantic spotted a really good opportunity. So I think my play there actually did get us that goal. Just killing Gear and then Chaos being really, really weak. Anyway, there's nothing they could have done there, especially without Bear. So in a really good position here, 30 seconds less. We know as long as we go aggro and kind of recycle our deaths, they're not going to be able to get a push up. So Semantic doing a really good job of keeping them back. I think the only reason why we didn't dominate more than we could have with this comp is the start. The start was just so bad. We just gave them complete control. And then when they have that control, it's going to be really hard for you to get back. So going to be winning this game. Pretty comfortable. We really didn't even get close to our goal, but it was kind of hard to break through their defences. But we played that really, really well, just waiting for one opportunity to score, as we did. Let's jump into the next game. Okay, jumping into the next game here. So we're currently 1-0 up in this set. So one more win and we win the entire game. So we decided to go for their comp just because it's a really good comp. And we didn't want to bring the Gina out just because of that Mr. P. So we normally go a lot of Gene comps, but they do get a really, really quick goal on us. That's really well played from us. They knew without our supers and whatnot, they can just literally run at us. So Tom doing a decent job getting his bear against Guille. Guille just uses gadget though to stop the stun. So he's already wasted one stun. And then, so I'm getting BB low here, so I can just throw my turret down. So Mr. P is going to be really good against this comp as soon as I get the turret down. So Samantha doing a good job of dodging that Frank super. Tom getting a good kill on Chaos. So at the moment, Semantic's telling Tom to build up his super. So it's really well played from Semantic to tell him to build that super up. So now we have a bear on respawn. So that's really, really clutch, to be honest. And now Tom can just use his stun. He's got one more stun left. So I believe he's going to use it here. It gets a double stun off. And then Semantic going absolutely town on Guille. So at the moment in a really good position. We kind of rushed it here though. I think we should have just kept control. It was a bit frantic. We knew it was literally match point, so we tried to get that goal there. So at the moment, Chaos doing a really good job of getting these kills. That was really, really clutch from Chaos, to be honest. He was in a really good position, but he manages to get the swing off and kill us. SpenLC doing a good job of killing him in return. And then at the moment, Frank on his own without Poco is not going to be any trouble to us whatsoever. So as long as we're staying out of his range, not feeding him super, there's nothing that they can do. So now on the attack, I've got my gadgeted up Mr. P. 60 is really, really beefy. I'm going to be struggling to take that one out. Chaos is low as well. We definitely rushed that again. We maybe could have just walked that in. And then Guille, I've seen that from a million miles away. That's a really good pass from Guille. There's just nothing I can do around Mr. P. I don't have any damage. But that's a really good spot from them, to be honest. That was definitely the best play for them in the entire set. So currently 1-1. Let's jump into the next one. Okay guys, jumping into the last game of this set. So if we win this one, we win the entire game. If they win this one, it goes 2-2. So they do a good job pressuring us back, but then SpenLC just picks up the ball and just runs out of Poco anyway. So really, really good heads up start from SpenLC there. So in a really good position. They've kept the Poco with the BB and the Nita. We've kept the Mr. P. We really like the Mr. P here. I don't even go a lot of Mr. P, to be honest, but it's not really the hardest brawler to play. SpenLC with the bubbles, absolutely broken, just completely dominating them there. And then Tom with the stun again on Muniz. And at the moment, we could have probably scored here. SpenLC just going absolutely down, and then just dies. We would have scored literally straight away there. I remember SpenLC literally screaming in voice chat because he really wanted to get the goal there. But SpenLC absolutely wiping the enemy team out. He's playing a really, really good BB at the moment. And so is Tom. I'm just keeping them pressured back. So at the moment, they're going to be missing that Nita stun. So I'm just keeping Chaos low. There's not much you can do if Nita and Mr. P are spraying at him. Gear is going to be really low as well. That's a good stun on that BB. And then here, I definitely go a bit too aggro. Tom tries to score there. It's a bit chaotic at the moment. But then Tom able to slot that in for the victory. Completely dominating it again. And we managed to win that one. Okay guys, that's going to be the end of today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed some really intense high level gameplay there. So we finally managed to get revenge on Qlash. We did lose to him in the quarterfinals last month due to an unfortunate disconnect from SpenLC, but really, really close games last time out. We did choke a few times last time, but this time managing to clutch up, get the all important victory, and then winning against AA for the win in the semi-finals as well. I will show them games tomorrow on my channel, so definitely drop a like if you want to see that. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later.